What if the secret to financial prosperity isn't in your wallet, but in your mind? Most people chase wealth without realizing that true abundance starts with how you think. This book will show you how to reprogram your mindset to unlock your financial potential, step by step, leading you toward a life of purpose, wealth, and fulfillment. Think Wealthy, Mastering the Mindset of Financial Prosperity, written and published by Success Attraction Formula. Chapter 1. The Foundation of Wealth. Shifting your money mindset. Have you ever stopped to consider what you truly believe about money? For many, the concept of wealth feels elusive, even intimidating. Maybe you've heard phrases like, money doesn't grow on trees, or rich people are greedy. These beliefs, often learned in childhood, can quietly shape how you approach finances without you even realizing it. If you think money is hard to come by, or that it's somehow wrong to desire abundance, you might be unknowingly holding yourself back from financial success. In this chapter, we'll uncover how your mindset about money forms the foundation of your wealth and how shifting that perspective can open the door to new opportunities. Your mindset is the lens through which you view the world, and this includes how you perceive money. Think of it as the soil in which your financial habits and decisions are planted. If the soil is poor, filled with limiting beliefs like fear, guilt, or doubt, then even the best strategies won't yield much growth. But if the soil is rich and fertile, nurtured with beliefs of possibility, abundance, and value, then your financial habits and decisions will thrive. Shifting your money mindset begins with awareness, recognizing the beliefs you currently hold and questioning whether they serve you or hinder you. Take Sarah, for example, a young professional who constantly found herself struggling to make ends meet. Sarah grew up hearing her parents argue about bills and blame rich people for society's problems. Without realizing it, she internalized the belief that having wealth was somehow wrong or unattainable. Every time she received a bonus or financial windfall, she spent it quickly, almost as if she didn't want the money to linger. It wasn't until she began journaling about her financial habits that she noticed the pattern. By identifying this mindset, she was able to replace her belief that money was bad with the understanding that financial stability could be a source of security and opportunity. Over time, Sarah began saving intentionally and investing in ways that aligned with her goals. Her mindset shift was the first step toward her financial transformation. Your story might not look exactly like Sarah's, but the principle is the same. Your beliefs about money influence your actions. If you believe that wealth is unattainable, you might not even try to save or invest. If you think you're bad with money, you might shy away from learning financial skills. However, the good news is that beliefs can be changed. It starts with noticing the stories you tell yourself about money. Are they rooted in scarcity, or do they open the door to abundance? To shift your mindset, it's helpful to understand the difference between scarcity and abundance thinking. A scarcity mindset focuses on limitations, believing there's not enough to go around. People with this mindset often approach finances with fear or envy, worrying about losing what they have or comparing themselves to others. On the other hand, an abundance mindset embraces the idea that there's plenty of success and wealth to go around. Instead of focusing on what they lack, people with this mindset look for opportunities, believe in their ability to grow, and celebrate others' success. Consider another example. John, a freelance graphic designer, struggled with pricing his work. He often undercharged because he feared losing clients, thinking there weren't enough opportunities out there for him. When a mentor challenged him to adopt an abundance mindset, John began to see the value he brought to his clients. He raised his rates and invested in networking, which led to even more projects. By shifting his perspective, John realized there was more than enough work for him to succeed, and he could charge what he was truly worth. Changing your money mindset isn't about pretending that financial challenges don't exist. It's about shifting your focus from obstacles to possibilities. This doesn't happen overnight, but small changes can make a big difference. Start by paying attention to your language. Do you catch yourself saying things like, "I can't afford this," or "I'll never have enough"? Try reframing those thoughts into empowering statements like, "How can I afford this?" Or, "I'm taking steps to improve my financial situation." These shifts may seem small, but they're powerful because they change how your brain approaches problems. Imagine standing at the base of a mountain, looking up. If you focus on how far you have to climb, the journey might feel impossible. But if you take it one step at a time, celebrating each small victory, the summit becomes achievable. The same applies to shifting your money mindset. Every small action, whether it's rewriting a limiting belief, celebrating an unexpected financial gain, or setting a clear goal, moves you closer to your financial potential. As you finish this chapter, take a moment to reflect. What beliefs about money have shaped your life so far? Are they helping you, or are they holding you back? Challenge yourself to rewrite one limiting belief into a positive affirmation. For instance, if you've believed I'll never be financially secure, try replacing it with, I am learning and taking steps to create financial security. Keep this new affirmation where you can see it daily and let it guide you as you continue your journey. Your mindset is the foundation of everything else you'll learn in this book. By nurturing it with beliefs of abundance, gratitude, and possibility, you're preparing the soil for incredible growth. Together, we'll build on this foundation to help you achieve the financial prosperity you deserve. Chapter 2. Dream big, think bigger. Setting wealth goals with purpose. What would your life look like if you could achieve your biggest financial dreams? For many, imagining a future filled with prosperity feels overwhelming or unrealistic. But that's often because their dreams lack direction. A goal without clarity is like a ship without a compass. It drifts aimlessly, hoping to reach the shore but never knowing how to get there. In this chapter, we'll explore the power of setting clear, purposeful financial goals that not only inspire you but also provide the roadmap to make your dreams a reality. Dreaming big is essential because it forces you to look beyond your current circumstances and imagine what's possible. However, big dreams without a solid plan can often lead to frustration. That's why it's important to translate your dreams into actionable goals. A wealth goal is more than just a wish. It's a measurable, achievable target that aligns with your values and long-term vision. When your goals are clear and rooted in purpose, they give you the motivation and focus needed to make consistent progress. Let's consider James, a school teacher who dreamed of financial independence. He often told himself he wanted to save more money, but never defined how much, why he wanted to save, or how he planned to do it. Because his goal was vague, he found it difficult to stay consistent, often giving up after a few months. One day, after attending a financial planning workshop, James decided to reframe his goal. He chose a specific target, saving $20,000 over 3 years to start a tutoring business. This clarity gave him a tangible focus, and every small action, cutting unnecessary expenses, increasing his savings rate, and finding side gigs, felt purposeful. The key difference in James's journey was the shift from a vague dream to a specific, actionable goal. To achieve this level of clarity, it helps to use the SMART framework: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. A goal like saving $20,000 in 3 years is specific, measurable, and time-bound. It's also achievable with consistent effort and relevant to James's broader aspiration of financial independence. This level of structure transforms a wish into a plan, making success much more likely. Purpose plays a crucial role in setting wealth goals. Without a strong reason behind your goals, they can feel hollow, leaving you unmotivated during tough times. Think about why financial prosperity matters to you. Is it to provide a better life for your family? To enjoy freedom from financial stress? To contribute to causes you care about? When your goals align with a deeper sense of purpose, they become more meaningful and easier to commit to. For instance, consider Maria, a freelance photographer who struggled to save for years. She decided to set a goal of saving $10,000 within a year, but her initial reason, just to have money in the bank, felt uninspiring. After reflecting, Maria realized her true motivation was to visit her family abroad, whom she hadn't seen in 5 years. With this purpose in mind, saving no longer felt like a chore. She set up a separate savings account labeled Family Trip Fund, tracked her progress weekly, and celebrated milestones along the way. Maria's goal became achievable because it was tied to something she deeply cared about. Another important aspect of wealth goals is adaptability. Life is unpredictable, and rigid goals can sometimes feel discouraging when circumstances change. Flexibility allows you to adjust your targets without losing sight of the bigger picture. For example, if an unexpected expense arises, you might need to reduce your savings rate temporarily. That doesn't mean you failed. It means you're recalibrating. The important thing is to keep moving forward, even if it's at a slower pace. Visualization is another powerful tool to strengthen your connection to your wealth goals. Picture yourself achieving your financial dream. What does it look like? How does it feel? Visualization helps you stay emotionally connected to your goals, making them feel more real and attainable. Athletes often use this technique to mentally rehearse winning performances, and you can apply it to your financial journey as well. Spend a few moments each day visualizing the life you're working toward, and let that vision fuel your actions. Let's return to James. As he worked toward his goal of saving $20,000, he encountered setbacks, a medical bill one month, an unexpected car repair another. Instead of letting these challenges derail him, he adjusted his plan. He reminded himself why he was saving and visualized the tutoring business he would one day build. This kept him motivated and allowed him to bounce back stronger after each obstacle. As you set your own wealth goals, remember that they are deeply personal. Your journey doesn't need to look like anyone else's. Whether your dream is to pay off debt, buy a home, travel the world, or retire early, what matters is that it resonates with you and inspires you to take action. Take a moment to reflect on your financial dreams. What is one goal that truly excites you? Write it down and then ask yourself, is it specific? Is it measurable? Does it have a timeline? Most importantly, does it align with your values and purpose? If the answer to any of these questions is no, take time to refine your goal until it feels both clear and meaningful. Your dreams are the seeds of your future. By setting purposeful wealth goals, you're giving those dreams the structure they need to grow. Each small step you take brings you closer to turning those goals into reality. As you close this chapter, here's a question to consider. What's one financial goal you can set today that excites and motivates you? Write it down, visualize achieving it, and take the first small step toward making it happen. This is your journey, and every action you take brings you closer to thinking and living wealthy. Chapter 3. Money Matters. Developing Financial Awareness. How well do you know your money? Many people go through life spending, saving, and earning without truly understanding the flow of their finances. It's like trying to navigate an unfamiliar city without a map. You might eventually reach your destination, but the journey will be far more difficult and stressful than it needs to be. Developing financial awareness is the foundation for making informed and confident decisions about your money. In this chapter, we'll explore how to gain clarity about your financial habits, identify opportunities for improvement, and build a strong foundation for financial success. Financial awareness begins with understanding where you are right now. This involves taking a close look at your income, expenses, savings, and debts. While this might sound straightforward, many people avoid this step because they're afraid of what they'll find. Ignorance can feel like a form of protection, but it often leads to more stress and missed opportunities. By shining a light on your financial situation, you empower yourself to take control and make intentional choices about your money. Consider Alex, a graphic designer who always felt like he was living paycheck to paycheck despite earning a decent salary. Whenever he checked his bank account, he felt a wave of anxiety and quickly closed the app. One day, Alex decided he'd had enough of feeling out of control. He sat down with his bank statements and created a simple spreadsheet to track his income and expenses. What he discovered surprised him. He was spending nearly $500 a month on takeout and subscription services he rarely used. This realization didn't just shock Alex, it motivated him. By cutting back on unnecessary expenses and reallocating that money towards savings, he was able to build an emergency fund within 6 months. Alex's story highlights an important aspect of financial awareness: tracking your money. Keeping a record of your spending and income might seem tedious at first, but it's a powerful tool for identifying patterns and making changes. When you know exactly where your money is going, you can make informed decisions about how to allocate it in ways that align with your goals. Whether you use a notebook, a spreadsheet, or a budgeting app, the key is consistency. Another crucial component of financial awareness is understanding your financial habits. Habits are the small, repeated actions that shape your financial life. Some habits, like regularly saving a portion of your income, support your goals, while others, like impulse spending, can hold you back. Identifying your habits requires honesty and curiosity. Instead of judging yourself for past mistakes, approach this process with a sense of learning and growth. Let's look at Maya, a marketing professional who loved the thrill of online shopping. Every payday, she'd treat herself to a new outfit or gadget, telling herself she deserved it. But as the weeks went on, she often regretted her purchases, especially when unexpected expenses came up. After reflecting on her habits, Maya realized that her shopping sprees were a way of coping with stress. Armed with this awareness, she found healthier ways to manage her emotions, like taking long walks or journaling. Over time, Maya shifted her habit of impulsive spending into a habit of intentional saving. Financial awareness also involves recognizing external influences on your spending. Advertisements, social media, and cultural norms can all impact how you view money and what you choose to spend it on. For example, if you constantly see influencers promoting luxury products, you might feel pressure to buy things that don't align with your financial goals. By becoming aware of these influences, you can resist the temptation to compare yourself to others and stay focused on your own priorities. Imagine Daniel, a recent college graduate who struggled to keep up with his friends' expensive lifestyles. Every weekend, they'd go out to fancy restaurants or plan lavish trips, leaving Daniel feeling left out if he couldn't join. After a few months of overspending to fit in, Daniel realized that his financial health was more important than impressing his friends. He started suggesting more affordable activities and set clear boundaries around his budget. While some friends didn't understand at first, others appreciated his honesty and followed his lead. Developing financial awareness isn't just about cutting back or avoiding mistakes. It's about creating opportunities. When you understand your finances, you can identify areas where you might be overspending and redirect those resources toward your goals. You can also spot opportunities to increase your income, whether through negotiating a raise, taking on a side hustle, or investing in your skills. Financial awareness gives you the clarity and confidence to take proactive steps toward building wealth. As you work to develop financial awareness, it's important to remember that this is an ongoing process. Your financial situation will evolve over time, and so will your habits and goals. Regularly reviewing your finances helps you stay aligned with your priorities and make adjustments as needed. Treat this process as an act of self-care, an opportunity to invest in your future and reduce financial stress. To start building financial awareness in your own life, take a moment to reflect on your current habits. What do you spend most of your money on? Are there any expenses that surprise you when you check your bank statement? How often do you review your finances? These questions are not meant to criticize, but to help you understand where you are now so you can move forward with purpose. A practical first step is to track your income and expenses for the next 30 days. Write down every dollar you earn and spend, no matter how small. At the end of the month, review your records and look for patterns. Are there areas where you can cut back or reallocate funds? Are you spending in ways that align with your goals? This simple exercise can be incredibly eye-opening and is the foundation of financial awareness. As you finish this chapter, consider this reflective question. What is one habit you can change today to improve your financial awareness? Whether it's tracking your spending, reducing an unnecessary expense, or setting aside time to review your finances each week, commit to taking that first step. Financial awareness is the key to unlocking your potential and creating a life of abundance. The journey begins with knowing your money and using that knowledge to make choices that empower you. Chapter 4: Abundance over Scarcity. Rewiring your financial beliefs. What would your life look like if you truly believed there was enough wealth and success to go around? Many people live with a scarcity mindset, convinced that resources are limited and that someone else's success diminishes their own chances. This way of thinking creates unnecessary fear and competition, limiting opportunities for growth. But the truth is, abundance is all around us. It's just a matter of seeing it and believing in it. In this chapter, we'll explore the power of shifting from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset, and how this transformation can reshape your financial life. A scarcity mindset is rooted in fear. Fear of losing what you have, fear of missing out on opportunities, or fear that you're not enough. It's the voice that says, "I can't afford this," or "I'll never have what they have." While this mindset might seem like a way to stay cautious or realistic, it often holds you back by keeping you focused on limitations rather than possibilities. On the other hand, an abundance mindset is built on trust and optimism. It's the belief that opportunities are everywhere, that growth is possible, and that success is not a zero-sum game. This shift in perspective opens the door to creativity, collaboration, and confidence. Consider Emma, a small business owner who struggled with pricing her services. She constantly worried that raising her prices would drive clients away, so she kept them low, even when her workload became overwhelming. Her scarcity mindset made her believe that there weren't enough clients willing to pay more. After attending a workshop on abundance thinking, Emma decided to reframe her approach. She focused on the value she provided and realized that her expertise was worth more than she was charging. When she raised her prices, something surprising happened. She didn't lose clients. Instead, she attracted new ones who valued her services even more. By embracing an abundance mindset, Emma grew business and found greater financial stability. The shift from scarcity to abundance starts with awareness. Pay attention to the language you use when thinking or talking about money. Do you often use words like can't, never, or impossible? These are red flags of a scarcity mindset. Instead, try replacing them with empowering phrases like, "I'm working on it," "I have options," or "what's possible here." The words you choose can influence how you feel and act, so make them count. Abundance thinking also requires letting go of comparison. It's easy to look at someone else's success and feel inadequate or envious, especially in the age of social media. But comparison is a trap. It keeps you focused on what others have instead of what you can create. When you see someone thriving, remind yourself that their success doesn't take away from your potential. In fact, their journey can inspire and teach you. The world is full of opportunities, and there's room for everyone to succeed. Let's look at Ryan, a recent college graduate who felt stuck in his entry-level job. Every time he saw his friends posting about their promotions or new cars, he felt like he was falling behind. This mindset made him feel defeated and unmotivated. One day, Ryan decided to stop comparing himself to others and start focusing on his own path. He took a night class to improve his skills and began networking with people in his industry. Over time, Ryan landed a higher-paying job that aligned with his goals. By shifting his focus from what others had to what he could achieve, Ryan created his own version of success. Another key aspect of abundance thinking is gratitude. Gratitude helps you see the wealth you already have, even if it's not financial. It shifts your focus from scarcity to appreciation, making you feel more resourceful and capable. When you're grateful for what you have, you're more likely to attract and recognize new opportunities. This isn't just a feel-good concept, it's backed by psychology. Studies show that practicing gratitude increases happiness, reduces stress, and improves decision-making, all of which support financial growth. Imagine Natalie, a single mom working 2 jobs to make ends meet. Life felt like a constant struggle, and she often worried about how she would pay her bills. One day, a friend suggested she start a gratitude journal. Reluctantly, Natalie began writing down 3 things she was thankful for each day: her health, her children's laughter, and the support of her community. Over time, this practice shifted her mindset. She started noticing small opportunities, like a local scholarship program that helped her return to school. Gratitude didn't solve all of Natalie's challenges, but it gave her the strength and perspective to keep moving forward. Abundance thinking also means embracing the idea of growth and learning. A scarcity mindset often tells you that your skills, resources, or circumstances are fixed, but in reality, you have the power to grow and improve. This could mean learning a new skill, exploring a side hustle, or finding creative ways to solve financial challenges. Growth requires effort, but it also brings rewards. When you believe in your ability to adapt and expand, you're more likely to take risks and seize opportunities. Finally, an abundance mindset encourages collaboration over competition. Scarcity thinking makes you feel like you have to hoard resources or guard your ideas to stay ahead. Abundance thinking, however, recognizes that collaboration creates more value for everyone. By working with others, you can share knowledge, build connections, and create opportunities that wouldn't exist otherwise. Take Lisa and Tom, for example, two entrepreneurs in the same industry. Initially, they saw each other as competitors, constantly trying to outdo one another. But when they met at a networking event, they discovered that their strengths complemented each other. By collaborating on a project, they both increased their reach and profits. Their partnership showed that abundance thinking doesn't just benefit individuals, it creates opportunities for everyone involved. As you close this chapter, reflect on your own beliefs about money and success. Do you find yourself thinking in terms of scarcity or abundance? What fears or limitations are holding you back? Start by practicing one simple shift. Whenever you catch yourself focusing on what you lack, take a moment to name something you're grateful for, or an opportunity you can explore. Your beliefs shape your reality. By embracing an abundance mindset, you open the door to endless possibilities. Wealth is not just about numbers in a bank account. It's about the way you see the world and your place in it. What's one way you can start thinking more abundantly today? Use this question to guide your next step toward financial prosperity. Chapter 5. Wealth Habits: Building Success Through Daily Actions. What if the secret to lasting financial success wasn't a windfall or a big break, but the small, daily habits you practice every day? Habits shape our lives more than we realize. They are the quiet, consistent actions that build the foundation for our future. When it comes to wealth, cultivating the right habits can mean the difference between financial growth and stagnation. In this chapter, we'll explore the power of wealth habits, how to develop them, and why small, consistent actions matter more than grand gestures. At its core, a habit is a behavior repeated so often that it becomes automatic. These automatic behaviors are powerful because they require little conscious effort, freeing up your mental energy for other tasks. Positive wealth habits work like compound interest. Small, repeated actions may seem insignificant at first, but over time they accumulate into significant results. This is why focusing on building sustainable habits is more effective than chasing quick fixes or short-lived strategies. Take Emma, for example, who was determined to pay off her student loans. Instead of relying on an unexpected windfall, she committed to the habit of setting aside $50 every week toward her loan payments. At first, the progress felt slow. But after a year, Emma had reduced her debt by $2,600, an amount that felt significant and motivating. This consistency created momentum, and she was able to pay off her loans ahead of schedule. Emma's success wasn't the result of one big action, but rather the accumulation of many small disciplined choices. Developing wealth habits begins with clarity. Before you can establish meaningful habits, you need to know your financial goals. Are you saving for a home? Building an emergency fund? Planning for retirement? Each goal will require specific habits to support it. For example, if your goal is to save for a down payment on a house, your habits might include setting up automatic transfers to a savings account, reviewing your monthly expenses, and cutting back on non-essential spending. By aligning your habits with your goals, you ensure that your daily actions move you closer to your dreams. One of the most powerful habits for financial success is paying yourself first. This means prioritizing saving or investing a portion of your income before spending on anything else. For many, this habit requires a mindset shift. Instead of treating savings as something you do with whatever money is left over, you make it a non-negotiable part of your budget. Paying yourself first not only helps you build wealth, but also reinforces the belief that your financial future is worth investing in. Consider David, a young professional who struggled to save consistently. Every month, he'd promise himself he'd save whatever was left after covering his expenses, but something always came up. Finally, David decided to automate his savings. He set up a system where 10% of his paycheck went directly into a savings account before he even saw it. Within a year, David had saved more than he ever thought possible, and it all started with a simple, automatic habit. Another essential wealth habit is tracking your spending. Many people underestimate how much they spend on non-essentials, like dining out, entertainment, or subscription services. By tracking your expenses, you gain insight into your spending patterns and identify areas where you can cut back. This habit doesn't require fancy tools. A notebook, spreadsheet, or budgeting app will do. The key is consistency. When you know where your money is going, you can make intentional choices that align with your goals. Let's take Sarah, a teacher who always felt like her paycheck disappeared too quickly. When she started tracking her expenses, she realized she was spending $200 a month on coffee and snacks from her favorite cafe. While she didn't want to give up her daily treat entirely, Sarah decided to limit her cafe visits to once a week and make coffee at home the rest of the time. This small change freed up $150 a month, which she redirected toward her travel fund. Sarah's habit of tracking her spending allowed her to align her actions with her priorities without feeling deprived. Habits are not only about saving, they're also about investing in yourself. Wealth habits include actions like continuing to learn about personal finance, seeking out mentors, and investing in skills that increase your earning potential. For instance, taking a course to improve your professional skills or learning about the stock market can yield significant returns over time. These habits expand your knowledge and create new opportunities for growth. Building wealth habits isn't always easy. It requires patience, discipline, and a willingness to overcome challenges. One common obstacle is the temptation to revert to old patterns, especially when progress feels slow. This is why accountability is so important. Sharing your goals with a trusted friend, family member, or financial coach can help you stay on track. Regular check-ins create a sense of responsibility and remind you why your habits matter. Habits are most effective when they're small and sustainable. Trying to overhaul your financial life overnight is likely to lead to burnout. Instead, focus on making one change at a time. For example, if you want to start saving more, begin with a small, manageable amount, like $10 a week. Once that habit feels natural, you can increase it. The same principle applies to cutting expenses, paying off debt, or investing. By starting small, you build momentum and confidence, which makes it easier to stick with your habits over the long term. To bring these concepts to life, let's revisit Emma, the young professional saving for a down payment on a house. In addition to setting up automatic transfers to her savings account, Emma adopted other small habits to support her goal. She started meal prepping to reduce dining out costs, used cashback apps to save on groceries, and dedicated one evening a month to reviewing her finances. Each habit on its own might not seem transformative, but together they created a powerful system that accelerated her progress. As you think about your own financial journey, consider the habits that will support your goals. What small, consistent actions can you take to move closer to your dreams? Remember that habits are not about perfection. They're about progress. Even if you stumble, the important thing is to keep going. To close this chapter, here's a practical question to guide you. What is one small wealth habit you can start today? Whether it's automating your savings, tracking your expenses, or dedicating time to learn about personal finance, commit to taking that first step. Each habit you build is a brick in the foundation of your financial success. With time and consistency, these habits will lead you to a life of abundance and prosperity. Chapter 6: The Power of Value. Leveraging your skills for financial growth. Have you ever thought about the value you bring to the world? Every person has unique skills, talents, and knowledge that can be turned into opportunities for financial growth. Yet, many people underestimate their abilities, assuming they don't have what it takes to earn more or create wealth. The truth is, recognizing and leveraging your value is one of the most powerful steps you can take toward financial prosperity. In this chapter, we'll explore how to identify your strengths, enhance your skills, and use them to create opportunities that align with your financial goals. Value is at the heart of every financial transaction. Whether you're an employee, a business owner, or a freelancer, people pay for the value you provide. Whether that's solving a problem, delivering a service, or offering a product. The more value you bring, the greater your potential for financial growth. Understanding this concept is key to shifting your mindset from one of limitation to one of possibility. Consider Angela, a stay-at-home parent who loved baking in her free time. For years, she dismissed her baking as just a hobby, but her friends and family raved about her cakes and pastries. One day, a friend suggested she turn her passion into a business. Skeptical at first, Angela began taking small orders for birthday cakes and special events. As her confidence grew, so did her clientele. Angela realized that her talent wasn't just a pastime, it was a valuable skill that people were willing to pay for. Within a year, she had a thriving side business, earning enough to contribute to her family's savings. Angela's story highlights an important principle. Value comes from recognizing your unique strengths and finding ways to share them with others. Your skills don't have to be extraordinary to make a difference. What matters is identifying what you're good at and finding opportunities to use those abilities in ways that create mutual benefit. The first step in leveraging your value is self-awareness. Take a moment to reflect on your strengths. What are you naturally good at? What do others often praise you for? These could be technical skills, like coding or graphic design, or soft skills, like communication or problem solving. Even hobbies or personal interests can hold untapped potential. The key is to look for areas where your skills intersect with a need or demand in the marketplace. Let's look at Jake, a young professional with a knack for fixing things. He often helped friends and neighbors with small repairs, like fixing appliances or assembling furniture. After some encouragement, Jake decided to advertise his services online. Within weeks, he had more requests than he could handle, leading him to create a part-time business. Jake's ability to solve practical problems turned his talent into a reliable source of income, all because he recognized the value of his skills. Enhancing your skills is another critical part of increasing your value. The more skilled and knowledgeable you are, the more opportunities you can create. This doesn't mean you need to pursue expensive degrees or certifications, though formal education can be valuable. Often, learning new skills or improving existing ones can be as simple as taking an online course, attending workshops, or practicing consistently. The goal is to position yourself as someone who offers unique and high-quality value. For example, Maria, a freelance writer, noticed that many of her clients were asking for SEO-optimized content. While she had some basic knowledge of SEO, she decided to take a short course to deepen her expertise. With her new skills, Maria was able to charge higher rates and attract more clients who valued her specialized knowledge. By investing in her growth, Maria increased her earning potential and built a stronger reputation in her field. Confidence is another essential ingredient in leveraging your value. Many people hesitate to promote themselves, fearing they'll come across as boastful or overconfident. But confidence isn't about arrogance. It's about believing in the value you provide and communicating it clearly to others. When you know your worth, you're more likely to advocate for fair compensation, negotiate better opportunities, and pursue ambitious goals. Let's consider Liam, a software developer who always hesitated to ask for a raise. Despite delivering exceptional results, he doubted whether his contributions were worth more. After working with a mentor to assess his achievements, Liam realized he had significantly improved the company's efficiency and profitability. Armed with this newfound confidence, Liam approached his manager with a clear case for a salary increase. Not only did he get the raise, but he also gained respect for valuing his contributions. While confidence is important, it's equally crucial to remain open to feedback and collaboration. Sometimes others can see potential in you that you've overlooked. By seeking input from mentors, peers, or clients, you can gain valuable insights into how to refine your skills and increase your value. Collaboration also opens the door to opportunities you might not have found on your own. Take Hannah, an artist who loved painting but struggled to sell her work. After joining a local art community, she met a graphic designer who suggested turning her paintings into digital prints and merchandise. By collaborating with the designer, Hannah expanded her reach and created multiple income streams. Her willingness to learn and work with others transformed her passion into a thriving business. Finally, leveraging your value requires taking action. It's not enough to recognize your strengths or improve your skills. You need to put yourself out there. This might mean applying for a promotion, starting a side hustle, or reaching out to potential clients or collaborators. Taking action can feel uncomfortable at first, but it's the only way to create opportunities and grow. As you finish this chapter, take a moment to reflect on your own value. What skills, talents, or passions could you use to create financial growth? Are there areas where you can improve or expand your abilities? And most importantly, what's one step you can take today to share your value with others? The power of value lies in its ability to transform not just your finances, but also your sense of purpose and confidence. By recognizing and leveraging your unique strengths, you're not just earning money, you're creating a life of meaning and abundance. Take that first step and watch how your value begins to unlock new opportunities for growth and prosperity. Chapter 7: Smart Money Moves, Strategies for Wise Financial Decisions. Have you ever paused to consider the power of each financial decision you make? Every dollar you spend, save, or invest has the potential to bring you closer to financial success or further away from it. The difference lies in how intentionally you make those choices. Smart money decisions aren't about perfection or never making mistakes. They're about being informed, thoughtful, and aligned with your goals. In this chapter, we'll explore strategies to make wise financial decisions that set you on the path to prosperity and security. At the core of smart financial decision-making is clarity. You need a clear understanding of your goals, priorities, and financial situation to make choices that serve your best interests. Without clarity, it's easy to be swayed by impulse or external pressures. Consider the example of Anna, a young professional who frequently found herself splurging on trendy gadgets she didn't need. When she finally sat down to review her financial goals, she realized that what she truly wanted was to travel and save for a home. This newfound clarity helped Anna resist impulse buys and redirect her money toward what mattered most to her. A practical way to gain clarity is to create a personal financial roadmap. This involves outlining your short-term, medium-term, and long-term goals, as well as identifying the steps you need to take to achieve them. For instance, your short-term goal might be building an emergency fund, your medium-term goal might be saving for a car, and your long-term goal might be investing for retirement. With a roadmap in place, you can evaluate every financial decision against your goals. If a choice doesn't support your priorities, it's easier to say no and stay on track. Budgeting is another essential strategy for making smart financial moves. A budget is not about restricting yourself, but rather about allocating your money in a way that aligns with your values and goals. It gives you control and helps you avoid the stress of living paycheck to paycheck. Take Jake, for example, who used to wonder where all his money went at the end of each month. Once he started budgeting, he discovered that small, unnecessary expenses, like daily coffee runs and unused subscription services, were adding up to hundreds of dollars. By reallocating that money, Jake was able to save for his dream vacation without feeling deprived. Smart financial decisions also involve distinguishing between wants and needs. This doesn't mean you should never enjoy a treat or indulge in something you love, but it does mean being mindful of your spending. When faced with a potential purchase, ask yourself, does this add value to my life? Will it help me achieve my goals? Sometimes delaying gratification can lead to greater rewards in the future. For example, postponing a luxury purchase to invest in your education or start a side hustle can yield significant long-term benefits. Let's take Maria, who dreamed of owning a designer handbag. Instead of buying it on impulse, she decided to set a savings goal and reward herself once she hit a financial milestone, like paying off her credit card debt. This approach not only helped Maria enjoy her purchase guilt-free, but also reinforced her discipline and commitment to her broader financial goals. Another important aspect of smart financial decisions is managing debt wisely. Not all debt is bad. For instance, a mortgage or a student loan can be an investment in your future. However, High-interest consumer debt, like credit card balances, can quickly spiral out of control. If you have debt, prioritize paying off high-interest accounts first while still making minimum payments on others. This strategy, often called the avalanche method, minimizes the amount of interest you pay over time. Consider Tom, who had accumulated $10,000 in credit card debt across 3 cards. Initially overwhelmed, Tom created a plan to tackle the card with the highest interest rate first while making minimum payments on the others. Each time he paid off a card, he redirected that payment toward the next debt, gaining momentum and confidence. Within 2 years, Tom was debt-free and more mindful about using credit responsibly. Saving and investing are equally critical for making smart financial moves. An emergency fund, typically 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses, acts as a financial safety net during unexpected situations like job loss or medical emergencies. Beyond that, investing allows your money to grow over time, helping you build wealth and achieve long-term goals. Take the example of Lisa, who started investing small amounts in a retirement account in her early 20s. By consistently contributing and taking advantage of compound interest, Lisa watched her investments grow exponentially over time. Her strategy wasn't about timing the market or taking big risks, but about staying consistent and focused on her long-term goals. One of the most underrated strategies for making wise financial decisions is seeking advice when needed. Whether it's consulting a financial advisor, reading personal finance books, or learning from others who have achieved what you aspire to, knowledge is a powerful tool. Don't hesitate to ask questions or seek guidance. There's no shame in wanting to improve your financial literacy. For instance, Carlos, a new investor, was initially intimidated by the idea of entering the stock market. Instead of diving in blindly, he attended a free seminar on investing basics and connected with a mentor who guided him through the process. With their help, Carlos built a diversified portfolio that aligned with his risk tolerance and goals. This deliberate approach gave him confidence and set him up for long-term success. As you work on making smarter financial decisions, it's important to remember that perfection isn't the goal. Everyone makes mistakes or faces setbacks from time to time. What matters is learning from those experiences and staying committed to your goals. Each choice you make is an opportunity to build better habits and move closer to the life you envision. To close this chapter, take a moment to reflect on a recent financial decision you made. Was it aligned with your goals and values? If not, what could you have done differently? Commit to making one intentional financial choice today, whether it's creating a budget, starting an emergency fund, or evaluating a potential purchase. Your financial future is shaped by the decisions you make today. By practicing clarity, mindfulness, and discipline, you can make choices that empower you and bring you closer to your dreams. The power to create a prosperous future is in your hands, one smart decision at a time. Chapter 8. Mastering Money Challenges, Turning Setbacks into Growth Opportunities. How do you respond when financial setbacks appear in your life? Whether it's an unexpected medical bill, job loss, or a business deal gone wrong, challenges with money can feel overwhelming. Yet these moments, as difficult as they may seem, hold the potential to teach us valuable lessons and push us toward growth. In this chapter, we'll explore how to navigate financial challenges with resilience and turn setbacks into stepping stones for long-term success. Financial challenges are a natural part of life. No matter how well you plan, unexpected events can disrupt even the most carefully managed budgets. The key is not to avoid challenges altogether. That's impossible, but to develop the mindset and skills to handle them effectively. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from difficulties, is essential for financial success. It allows you to see setbacks not as failures but as opportunities to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. Consider the story of Carla, a single mother who lost her job during an economic downturn. At first, the situation seemed hopeless, and she worried constantly about providing for her family. But instead of giving in to despair, Carla took proactive steps to regain control of her finances. She reached out to local resources for temporary assistance, updated her resume, and started applying for jobs in industries she had never considered before. Within months, Carla found a new position that not only paid better but also offered opportunities for growth. The experience taught her the importance of adaptability and preparation, lessons she carried forward in her financial journey. One of the first steps in handling a financial challenge is to assess the situation honestly and calmly. When a setback occurs, it's natural to feel panicked or frustrated. However, reacting impulsively can often make matters worse. Take a step back, evaluate the circumstances, and identify the root cause of the issue. Is it an overspending habit that needs to be addressed, a one-time emergency, or perhaps an income stream that has dried up? Understanding the problem clearly allows you to create a targeted plan of action. For example, when Marcus, a small business owner, experienced a drop in sales during the off-season, he initially felt overwhelmed by the financial strain. Instead of panicking, Marcus reviewed his expenses and discovered several areas where he could cut costs temporarily. He also reached out to his loyal customers with special offers and began exploring new markets to diversify his client base. While the situation was challenging, Marcus used it as an opportunity to strengthen his business model and become more adaptable. Another critical element of overcoming money challenges is building an emergency fund. While it's ideal to have a financial cushion in place before a crisis hits, it's never too late to start saving. Even setting aside a small amount regularly can provide a buffer for future challenges. Having an emergency fund not only helps you cover unexpected expenses, but also reduces stress and gives you the confidence to face difficulties head-on. Let's take Anna, a college student working part-time. When her laptop broke down right before finals, Anna didn't panic. Thanks to the emergency fund she had built by saving just $20 a week, she was able to repair her laptop without going into debt. The experience reinforced her commitment to saving, and she continued growing her fund for future peace of mind. Creativity and resourcefulness are also crucial when navigating financial setbacks. Sometimes, traditional solutions may not be available, and you'll need to think outside the box. For example, if you've lost your primary source of income, consider freelance work, gig economy opportunities, or monetizing a hobby. If expenses are the issue, look for ways to reduce costs through negotiation, discounts, or community resources. Take the story of Paul, a retired teacher who faced rising medical bills after a sudden health issue. Paul decided to rent out a spare room in his home to generate additional income. At the same time, he worked with his healthcare provider to negotiate a payment plan for his medical expenses. These creative solutions not only helped Paul manage his financial burden, but also gave him a sense of empowerment and control over his situation. A positive mindset is perhaps the most important tool when facing financial challenges. While it's natural to feel discouraged or frustrated, dwelling on negative emotions can make it harder to find solutions. Instead, focus on what you can control and take proactive steps, even if they're small. Remember that setbacks are temporary, and each step you take brings you closer to recovery and growth. Let's revisit Carla, the single mother who lost her job. One of the strategies that helped her was practicing gratitude. Despite her difficult circumstances, Carla made it a point to write down 3 things she was grateful for each day. This practice shifted her focus from what she lacked to what she still had, giving her the strength to keep moving forward. As you navigate financial challenges, don't hesitate to seek support. Whether it's advice from a trusted friend, guidance from a financial advisor, or assistance from community programs, there's no shame in asking for help. Many people feel pressure to handle money problems alone, but seeking support can provide valuable insights, resources, and encouragement. For example, when Marcus, the business owner, faced declining sales, he joined a local entrepreneur group for support. Through the group, he learned new marketing strategies and connected with potential collaborators. This network not only helped him overcome his immediate challenges, but also set him up for long-term success. Finally, use financial challenges as an opportunity for reflection and growth. What lessons can you learn from the experience? Are there habits or patterns that need to change? How can you prepare for similar situations in the future? By approaching setbacks as learning experiences, you can turn adversity into an opportunity for improvement. As you finish this chapter, Think about a financial challenge you've faced in the past or one you're dealing with now. What steps can you take to address the situation proactively? What lessons can you learn from the experience? Write down one action you can take today to improve your financial resilience. Remember, challenges are not the end of your financial journey. They're a part of it. By facing them with courage, creativity, and determination, you can transform obstacles into opportunities and build a stronger, more secure financial future. The path to prosperity is not always smooth, but it is always within your power to navigate. Chapter 9: The Wealth Connection: Building Relationships for Prosperity. What if the key to financial success wasn't just in your skills or habits, but in the connections you build along the way? Relationships are one of the most valuable assets on the journey to prosperity. Whether it's mentors, peers, collaborators, or supportive friends, the people you surround yourself with can inspire, guide, and open doors to opportunities you might never have discovered on your own. In this chapter, we'll explore how to cultivate meaningful relationships that enhance your financial growth and create a network of mutual support and success. At its core, building wealth is not a solitary journey. Success often comes through collaboration and shared resources. Even the most self-made individuals benefit from relationships, whether it's learning from a mentor, gaining insights from peers, or collaborating with others on new ventures. When you approach relationships with an attitude of curiosity, generosity, and reciprocity, you create an environment where everyone can thrive. Consider Amanda, a graphic designer who felt stuck in her career. Despite her talent, she struggled to find high-paying clients and lacked confidence in promoting her work. During a local networking event, Amanda met Peter, a seasoned entrepreneur who offered her valuable advice on pricing and positioning her services. Peter also introduced Amanda to several potential clients. Inspired by these new connections, Amanda revamped her business strategy and doubled her income within a year. Peter's guidance and referrals were instrumental in her transformation, but the key was Amanda's willingness to step outside her comfort zone and build relationships. The first step in cultivating meaningful connections is recognizing that relationships are about value. This doesn't mean transactional relationships where people only interact for mutual gain. Instead, it's about creating genuine bonds based on shared interests, trust, and a willingness to help each other grow. When you approach relationships with an attitude of giving rather than taking, you build trust and goodwill, which often lead to unexpected opportunities. Let's take David, a young software developer who joined an online coding community. Instead of just seeking advice for his projects, David actively contributed by helping others troubleshoot their code. His generosity caught the attention of a senior developer who later recommended him for a position at a prestigious tech company. David's career leap wasn't a result of asking for help, but of creating value within his network. Mentorship is another powerful way to build relationships that support your financial journey. A mentor is someone with experience and insight who can guide you through challenges and help you see opportunities you might otherwise miss. Mentors can offer advice, share lessons from their own experiences, and connect you with resources or people that align with your goals. For example, Sarah, a small business owner, sought out a mentor through a local entrepreneurship program. Her mentor, a retired business executive, helped her refine her marketing strategy and expand her customer base. The guidance Sarah received saved her years of trial and error, enabling her business to grow faster than she imagined. Mentorship is a two-way street, though. While a mentor may guide you, it's important to show appreciation and bring value to the relationship, whether that's through gratitude, effort, or simply being willing to learn. Peers and collaborators also play a crucial role in building wealth. These are the people who share your goals or work in similar fields and can offer insights, encouragement, and opportunities for collaboration. Working with others who understand your challenges and aspirations creates a sense of camaraderie and can lead to innovative solutions or partnerships. Take Mark and Lisa, two freelance writers who met through a professional association. Initially, they shared advice and resources to help each other improve their writing. Over time, they decided to collaborate on a project, creating an ebook that combined their expertise. The ebook was a hit, generating income and raising both their profiles in the industry. Their partnership was built on mutual respect and a shared vision, demonstrating the power of collaboration. While building relationships is essential, it's equally important to be mindful of your environment. Surrounding yourself with people who uplift and inspire you can have a profound impact on your mindset and motivation. Conversely, negative or toxic relationships can drain your energy and hinder your progress. This doesn't mean cutting ties with anyone who challenges you, but it does mean prioritizing relationships that are supportive and aligned with your goals. Consider Emily, a marketing professional who realized that her circle of friends often discouraged her ambitions, telling her she was aiming too high or being unrealistic. While she valued those friendships, Emily decided to seek out a group of like-minded professionals who shared her enthusiasm for growth. This new network encouraged her, offered constructive feedback, and celebrated her successes. The shift in her environment fueled Emily's confidence and drive, helping her achieve her goals faster. Building relationships for prosperity also requires effective communication. This means being clear about your goals, actively listening to others, and expressing gratitude for the support you receive. People are more likely to help or collaborate with you when they feel valued and understood. Whether it's a thank you note, a thoughtful message, or a simple acknowledgement of someone's efforts, small gestures of appreciation go a long way in strengthening connections. Finally, remember that relationships take time and effort to nurture. Building trust and mutual respect doesn't happen overnight. Be patient, consistent, and genuine in your interactions. Show up for others, celebrate their successes, and offer support during their challenges. These actions build a foundation of trust and reciprocity that creates lasting, meaningful connections. As you think about the relationships in your life, ask yourself, who inspires and supports me? Who challenges me to grow? Are there relationships I need to cultivate or strengthen? And how can I contribute value to those around me? To close this chapter, reflect on one relationship you'd like to nurture or one connection you'd like to make. What steps can you take today to reach out, offer support, or express gratitude? Relationships are a powerful force in creating wealth and abundance, not just financially, but also in the richness of life they bring. By building a network of trust, collaboration, and shared growth, you're not just achieving success, you're sharing it. Chapter 10. Living the Wealthy Life. Sustaining prosperity with gratitude and vision. What does it mean to truly live a wealthy life? For many, wealth is equated with financial success, but true prosperity goes far deeper. It's about a sense of purpose, fulfillment, and joy that comes from aligning your values with your financial choices. Living a wealthy life means not just achieving financial goals, but maintaining a mindset of gratitude and a vision for continued growth. In this chapter, we'll explore how to sustain the prosperity you've worked so hard to create and embrace a life of abundance and meaning. Achieving financial success is a remarkable milestone, but sustaining it requires ongoing effort and intentionality. A common pitfall for many is complacency, reaching a goal and then relaxing too much, leading to stagnation or even setbacks. Financial health is like physical health. It requires consistent care and attention to thrive. By maintaining the habits, mindset, and systems you've developed throughout this journey, you can ensure your prosperity continues to grow. Take the example of Nathan, an entrepreneur who built a successful online business. After hitting his income target, Nathan decided to take a break from managing his finances. Over time, he noticed his expenses creeping up, and his savings rate dropped. Recognizing the need to refocus, Nathan revisited his financial plan and renewed his commitment to tracking expenses, investing, and setting new goals. This adjustment not only stabilized his finances, but also reignited his sense of purpose. Nathan's experience highlights the importance of staying proactive, even after achieving success. One of the most powerful tools for sustaining wealth is gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, creating a sense of abundance that fuels contentment and motivation. When you're grateful for your financial achievements, no matter how big or small, you're more likely to make thoughtful decisions and maintain a positive relationship with money. Gratitude also fosters generosity. encouraging you to share your wealth and create value for others. Consider Laura, a marketing executive who made a habit of reflecting on her financial progress each month. She kept a journal where she wrote down 3 things she was grateful for, such as paying off a loan, reaching a savings milestone, or helping a friend in need. This practice not only kept Laura grounded, but also reminded her of the bigger picture. Financial success wasn't just about accumulation, but about using her resources to create a meaningful life. Another key aspect of living a wealthy life is setting a clear vision for the future. Success isn't a destination, it's an ongoing journey. Having a vision gives you direction and purpose, ensuring that your financial decisions align with your long-term goals. This vision doesn't have to be rigid or overly detailed. It's about identifying what matters most to you and using that as a compass for your choices. Take James and Elena, a couple who achieved their goal of buying their dream home. Instead of stopping there, they created a new vision, retiring early and traveling the world. With this vision in mind, they adjusted their financial plan to prioritize investments and explore passive income opportunities. Their vision kept them motivated and focused, turning their success into a stepping stone for even greater achievements. Generosity is another hallmark of a truly wealthy life. Sharing your resources, whether it's money, time, or expertise, creates a ripple effect that benefits not only others, but also yourself. Generosity fosters a sense of community, strengthens relationships, and reinforces the abundance mindset. It's a reminder that wealth isn't just about personal gain, but about making a positive impact on the world. For example, David, a software engineer, started a scholarship fund for students in his hometown. While the fund required a financial commitment, the joy and fulfillment David gained from seeing students achieve their dreams far outweighed the cost. Giving back reinforced his sense of purpose and deepened his connection to his community. While sustaining wealth involves practical strategies like budgeting, investing, and planning, it's equally about maintaining the mindset that got you here. Challenges and uncertainties will continue to arise, but the resilience and adaptability you've developed throughout your journey equip you to handle them with confidence. Take Mia, a freelancer who faced an economic downturn that reduced her income. Instead of panicking, Mia leaned on the principles she'd learned: tracking expenses, focusing on opportunities, and staying committed to her long-term goals. By adjusting her strategies and staying positive, she not only weathered the storm, but emerged stronger, with a more diversified client base and an even clearer vision for the future. As you reflect on the wealth you've built, it's important to celebrate your achievements. Recognizing your progress boosts confidence and motivation, reminding you of what's possible when you're intentional and disciplined. Celebration doesn't have to be extravagant. It's about acknowledging how far you've come and using that energy to keep moving forward. Living a wealthy life is ultimately about balance. It's about managing your resources wisely while enjoying the present, staying disciplined while being open to opportunities, and pursuing growth while appreciating what you already have. This balance creates a sense of harmony and fulfillment that extends beyond finances into every aspect of your life. As you finish this chapter, take a moment to visualize your wealthy life. What does it look like? How does it feel? What values and goals guide your decisions? Write down one action you can take today to sustain or enhance your prosperity. Whether it's practicing gratitude, setting a new goal, or giving back to your community, commit to living your version of a wealthy life with intention and purpose. You've come a long way on this journey, building the mindset, habits, and relationships needed for financial success. Now it's time to sustain that success and use it as a foundation for even greater growth. Remember, living a wealthy life isn't about how much you have, it's about how you use what you have to create a life of meaning, abundance, and joy. Conclusion: congratulations on completing this journey to mastering the mindset of financial prosperity. Throughout this book, we've explored how to shift your money mindset, set purposeful goals, develop financial awareness, embrace abundance, build wealth habits, and leverage your value to create opportunities. We've learned to turn challenges into stepping stones, nurture relationships for growth, and sustain prosperity with gratitude and vision. These principles, when applied consistently, can transform not only your financial life, but also your sense of purpose and fulfillment. Thank you for investing your time in this journey toward financial empowerment. Your commitment to growth is the foundation of your success. If you enjoyed this content, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to stay connected with more insightful content to inspire and guide your path to abundance. Together, we'll continue creating a life of meaning, wealth, and joy.